The year is 2013, and a movie called Pacific Rim has come out. Kid me sees posters for the movie and is kind of interested. And then I decide not to see it because I was a fucking moron. Yeah, if any of you are here from Instagram, you might be surprised considering how much I won't shut up about this movie. Believe it or not, there was a time where I wasn't into kaiju films despite having an interest in Godzilla. However, after watching the 2014 American reboot, I was so obsessed with the film I decided to finally get Pacific Rim on DVD. And that shit changed my brain chemistry. The film is, for lack of a better term, fucking awesome, and the one gripe I had was that I was never able to see it in theaters. Until now. Last year, shortly after I moved states for film school, my friend took me to see Pacific Rim in theaters for the re-release they did, and I can safely say this film hits different in a theater setting. The sound design is already crisp as fuck, and was enhanced even more by the theater speakers. The punches have serious weight behind them, and the main robot's horn sound effect is flames. The Jaegers and kaiju feel enormous, and the scale is incredibly well portrayed. You get the sense that these are giant robots that weigh thousands of tons, punching massive aliens of similar sizes and weight. And of course, the robot and creature designs go insanely hard. Striker Eureka and Otachi were always some of my favorite Jaegers and kaiju. On top of that, one of the things I was most looking forward to was hearing the fire as fuck soundtracks to theater speakers, and that shit went hard as fuck. Hearing the main theme play near the start of the film as Raleigh and Yancey Beckett suit up to fight Knifehead was one of the coolest things I've ever experienced in a theater. Because I missed out on seeing this in theaters as a kid, it legitimately felt like watching it for the first time, and I'm forever grateful for that. It's clear this film was made to be watched in a theater setting as I was on the edge of my seat for the entirety of the Hong Kong battle. I was legit silently tweaking the fuck out when I finally got to see Raleigh and Mako clubbing a kaiju over the head with a fucking oil tanker. No matter who you are, you cannot deny that shit is fucking awesome. There's so many little details of the effects team put into the film that I was able to notice much easier in a theater setting, and I can't give them enough credit for how well they did. There's so much detail put into the entire Shadow Dome and the interiors of the Jaegers themselves, even if they're mostly in the background. It makes the world feel lived in and genuinely gives you a sense of how long the war has been going on, as not everything is clean and shiny. Everything feels used in the best way possible. The story and characters still hold up well. Most of the characters go through pretty solid character arcs, and aside from wishing we got more from the pilots of Cherno Alpha and Crimson Typhoon, there's really not a lot to complain about here. Stacker Pentecost's speech and when Hurt and Chuck Hansen say goodbye to each other still hits every time, and I don't know a single person who wouldn't want to beat the shit out of a kaiju after hearing that speech. The story itself still holds up. Washed Up Pilot is chosen to help save the world in the final days of the kaiju war. It's simple and to the point, and is a great setup to what we get. When getting credits rolled, it felt like a missing part of my experience as a giant monster fan was finally complete. As this movie, again, is a movie I've waited 10 years to finally watch in theaters, and it was 100% worth it. I'm going to give Pacific Rim a 10 out of 10. This is definitely higher than the 8 out of 10 I had for it previously, and most definitely deserves it. Thanks for watching. Credit to the art in this video goes to my artist Pony Restorations on Instagram, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.